Hi family, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alexia. I am a Cameroonian based in the United States. So today guys, I got inspired, I got emotional, I got touched by a story from a friend that I decided to share with you guys. So this is going to be a true life story. So she told me her story and I got touched and I decided to share with you guys so you can know what people actually go through in America. It's hard out here guys, it's hard out here. So stay tuned and watch this video to the end. I'm going to be doing my makeup. I'm about to go to the store, so I'm just going to be doing some touches on my face while we talk about this story because it's really emotional. Stay tuned and watch this video to the end. Don't forget to subscribe guys. Yes family, so I'm going to be starting with my foundation. I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation. This is not like a heavy makeup. I just want to touch up my face because, you know, I'm going to the store and I don't want to look a mess. Yep. So guys, I met this friend. I can say it's a friend, it's a classmate. And she told me her story about what happened to her when she got to the United States. Guys, I was crying when this girl was talking to me. So I decided to share this with you guys because people have gone through a lot and people are going through a lot in America. Our families back home don't even know 1/5, let me say 1/3 of what we go through or people go through in this country. I'm mostly talking about America because that's where I am and that's where this person is, and it's a true life story what happened to her. I don't know about the other parts of the world, UK, China, other, but I'm talking based on America. So guys, first, when you get into America, the first thing you're supposed to get is your social security. Without your social security, you cannot work, you cannot do anything. Your social security normally it takes like 2 weeks to a month to get it, and it usually comes to the address that you put when you were actually filing your I-130. So this actually comes to the address. So the people living in that address are actually responsible to get the social security for you. So that's your first ever document. If you come in America through lottery, marriage and all, that's your first ever document you need in order to start working in America. So I met this friend. She told me she came to America last year. She came and she was welcomed by her cousin. So her cousin just had a baby. So I feel like they were using her for a nanny. If you're in America, you know how it's hard. It's difficult to deal with kids and work in America. So I feel like when this girl came, with the help she was giving to her cousin, they actually felt so relaxed that they didn't want her to work, or they didn't want her to get her own place. They just wanted her to be stuck in their home and babysit. And this girl came in with a green card. She came in with a green card. It's not like she didn't have documents. She came in with a green card. So when she got in, after a month or so, her social security came. Guys, her social security came. You can imagine what happened. The people she was living with actually hid this social security from her. She don't know nobody. She's not talking to anybody. She is just home taking care of the kids while these people work. So finally, she was like, it's been 6 months. You can imagine, she's been in America for 6 months. No job, nothing. She has never done any interview, no application, nothing. Oh my God. And she has family back home. You know, like some people, when you meet them back home, they are so happy with you, like, oh, my friend, my sister, my brother, my this. But when it comes to America, it's a different story. You can meet that same person in America, and the way that person will treat you, the way that person will treat you, my dear, you not even believe that that's the same person that came back home and met you some years back. So this is really, really painful. To me, I feel like if you don't want to receive somebody, tell that person, I will not do it, rather than using that person for your own benefit, or maybe maltreating that person for no good reason. If you don't need that person in your house, you know you cannot help that person to get a stand in America. We all need help when we come to this country. We are foreigners. When we come to this country, we need somebody, we need that support system to lean on. So this is just a message to us foreigners, guys. If you know you are not able to help somebody, please don't let that person come to your house. Tell that person, I'm not going to be able to do it. It's better you do that and that person get disappointed. His family. So as I was saying, this girl came in and the green card, the social security and the green card actually came in the mail, and the people she was living with paid the social security from her. They told her she's not able to work because her documents are not yet out, and it's been over 6 months going to a year that this girl has been in America and she was not able to do anything. So she told me that there was this day she was going to the grocery store to do the groceries, and then she met an African in the grocery store. So when she met this lady at the grocery store, the lady actually said, "You look like an African." And the lady started talking to her. This girl told me she burst out in tears, like finally she met an African. So she was explaining her story to this lady, and the lady was like, "No, you ought to have received your social security and your green card by now. You cannot tell me you don't have those documents. When you go back home, tell the lady, your cousin you're living with, like, ask them what's going on with your green card and your social security." So this girl went back home and then she asked her cousin. She told me she asked her cousin about the green card, and that same day, guys, she was thrown out of the house. They gave her the green card and the social security, and then they threw her out of the house. Like, "You have no use to us, go." She told me she was roaming the street. She was sleeping in front of buildings. Like, this is America, guys. She had nowhere to go to. She had nobody to talk to, until finally she met this other African on the street again, and she started explaining her story, and the lady actually opted to take her in and then got her paid her CNA. She started studying her CNA for a month and 2 weeks and finally got certified as a CNA, and that was when she started working. She told me she ended her first salary after a year in America. You can imagine, that was so painful. Like, a lot of people, guys, I've heard a lot of stories. Like, people go through a lot here in America. There are people sleeping on the streets. There are people suffering under different people's roofs just because they don't have no support. If you know you cannot do it, my dear, tell that person, "I can't do it," and the person is going to look for somebody else, rather than telling the person, come. And when the person gets to America, you are a different person. No, that's not good. So this is a message for you guys out there. If you are not ready to help somebody, please, in God's name, say no, please. I have so many stories I'm going to be talking about, true life stories. I don't want to be putting names there because this is a small world. So if somebody wants me to call their name or mention their name, I'm going to do that. But for now, I don't want to call people's name, but I'm going to be doing more of these stories. So please don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up this video, click on the notification bell so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the first to know. So right now, guys, I'm just going to do some touches on my face while I go do some grocery, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.